Welcome back to the next episode of the Green Room Podcast. My name's Massimo Di Stefano. Next to me, I have...
I'm not Massimo yet again.
Wow.
Week 14, and I'm still not you. I am me. I'm Brendan Ayton.
Brendan Ayton.
14 weeks in, dude. This is week 14.
How many? That's...
14 episodes.
Yeah. No, I meant how many months?
Oh, I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 3.5.
I'm in music, not math. I don't know.
It's 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2.
Yeah, so like 3.5. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 3.5 months.
Welcome back. We're at the lovely Franklin Theater. We're back in the green room.
Yep, back in the real green room. Shout out to the last episode to Chad. Shout out to the stage. Shout out. That was fun.
That was a ton of fun. We'll have to do that again.
Got a little nervous at the beginning. Listen.
I know.
I almost cussed really bad. He's a legend, bro.
He's a what legend?
He's a legend. I'm sorry, but I got a little nervous. I got a little excited.
I know you.
Sue me.
You messed up the beginning where I was saying, "Hi, I'm Massimo," or you just jumped in and said, "Yeah, I'm not Massimo," or you.
Yeah. I also, when I went to say common courtesy, I said like common courtesy.
I don't remember that.
I messed up at the beginning in the intro. Yeah.
You said common courtesy at the beginning?
Yeah, because it's one of the albums that he produced. But I said it wrong.
Courtesy?
Common courtesy? Yeah.
Are you,
said it like
a 4-year-old?
Yeah. I widowy say common courtesy. I widowy say common courtesy.
Widowy?
All right. How are you?
I'm good. Right? I'm good. I'm still sipping on some coffee.
I just slammed mine. So probably in the middle of this episode, I'm going to get a ton of energy and my heart's going to start racing.
See, that doesn't happen to me. I can
because you don't drink 4 shots.
Oh, yeah, but I got a cup of coffee and I drink it. I don't get like bouncing off the walls.
I think there's a difference though between an Americana style cup of coffee, which is that's just an Americana style, just just water and ground.
Yeah, it's
or an express or 4 espresso shots.
Espresso.
X. No, I'm just kidding. Espresso.
You know it's S.
I know it is. I'm just giving you.
Show me the X and espresso.
I'm just kidding you.
Yeah, you better.
I think there's probably a difference in slamming that in 4 minutes versus slamming 4 shots of espresso in 4 minutes.
This is like
espresso
room temperature now anyway, so.
Yeah.
This always happens to me.
It's all right.
How are you doing?
Doing all right. I'm tired, but I'm good.
Tired?
Yeah.
Why are you tired for?
I'm not tired because I slept well, but I'm like exhausted, you know? It's been a long couple of weeks here at the theater.
It has.
Been a long couple of weeks.
Well, you didn't drive to Memphis.
Well, no, but.
I was just, side thing. I was just in Memphis. I'm playing with this new guy. His name is Chris Nerthen. And I just went to Memphis for rehearsal yesterday. And we've got some shows coming up in October. TBD. I'll let you guys know in the next few weeks. If you live, I'll just say the northeast of the United States.
Shout out the Midwest, maybe.
It's not the Midwest.
Oh. Maybe you'll expand.
Sure. Maybe we will. But yeah. That's a little fun thing I'm doing. So
nice.
Got to drive.
Yeah.
Lovely 3 hours. It wasn't 24 sucks, the highway. It's all
like bumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, back home every road is bumpy. So like when I'm here
in Michigan.
Yeah. When I'm here and I get a bumpy road, a part of me is like surprised by the way you are, but then a part of me is like feels like home.
Well,
feels like home.
A bump it just kills your tires.
I mean, yeah, but also if you just drive over them properly. Part of bumps, low key, is if they're not deep enough, you can actually just plow right over them. Slowing down is what hurts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm agreeing with you.
I know, but your voice cracked when you said it.
No, it didn't. I meant to do that.
So I just worked. I just want to shout it out a little bit. I just because I'm wearing the shirt accidentally, but maybe purposely. I worked the Music City Grand Prix again this year. This is a shirt from last year, not this year, dude. Have you ever been to like a race, like a NASCAR race or any kind of race like that?
I've ran like a track race before.
No, like cars.
I've seen the movie Cars. What was that?
Yeah, they're doing construction on the building, so there might be some bumps and some random noises here and there.
Just ignore that. Honestly, they probably won't hear that. I look back when there was music playing in the one, in whichever one, I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, no. The power of mixing is powerful. I just take all that away.
It really
Shout
is.
out Isotope.
Anyway, yeah,
dude,
no, I've seen
it is
Cars.
so much fun. I might insert a clip here of one of the cars driving by.
If you send it to me.
Dude, the noises are so cool. The car noises are the best part because I work in a hotel, so I don't get to like watch it the whole time.
You get a corner.
I get like
of
I get a little bit of I get to watch the corner, but like hearing it is you hear him come around the. It's so much fun.
do it again. Do it again. But move your head.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put like something on that in post. Dude, it's like
Oh,
Lightning
that's
McQueen in real life. It's sweet. You
What
right
is
over
up
there?
with my stand? It keeps
Falling apart
moving.
over
It keeps
there.
moving.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Why'd
though.
you give me the bad stand?
We both have the same stand.
Yeah, but mine's bad.
Mine is doing the same thing. Mine
Pick
was
better
loose.
stands.
Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
we went to go see John Fogerty.
We did.
What was it? 2-3 weeks ago? It's
Something
been
like
a little bit now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we didn't. So we went to go see him, and then we had Chad on, and we kind of agreed that we didn't want to talk about it when Chad
Yeah,
was
and have
here,
Chad
because
sit
it'd be
through
like
us
Chad's
talking
just
about it.
gonna hear us talk about John Fogerty. So we pushed it to today,
Yep.
and it was at First Bank Amphitheater.
Yep.
Wasn't it your first time there?
First time I've ever been there.
How did you like it?
I loved it. The sound sucked, to be honest.
Well, okay.
It wasn't the front of house engineers' fault, though.
No, it was because of where we were.
Yeah.
We were like 4 rows from the back.
Yeah.
So
It's one of those venues because it's like at Ascend, it wasn't that way. No, Ascend isn't as steep,
yeah,
but it's like it's so noticeable the different levels
yeah.
at First Bank.
We
You literally walk
like
down
10,
like
yeah.
20 feet, and then it's a completely different sound. We were up in the 300, so it was up towards the top, and it was dark, a lot darker, but it wasn't like in that dark mix or whatever. It wasn't awful. It was just dark,
a little muddy.
a little, yeah. But when you're in the mid range, it's basically what you're gonna get anyway, no matter what.
But then we walked down. I remember it being really harsh.
Yeah,
Because we walked, while the opener was going, we walked down to front of house.
and then at the end there, we
And
walked
front.
down during the
Oh yeah.
the
Well,
encore,
everyone's
'cause a bunch of
leaving.
people left, so we just
John's
walked up
doing
the
his
front.
encores, and everyone's leaving. And we're like, these guys are dumb. So
Also, John Fogerty is Eddie Van Halen, I guess. Did you know that? He's literally in the middle of the show, whipping out big old reverbs and delays and doing like basically eruption the whole time. Dude, this guy is nuts. Dive bombs. I'm like,
was
dude,
loving
this
it.
guy is nuts, bro. It was cool. Also, did you notice that he had stereo wedges and in-ears?
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. I saw him mess with his ears.
Yeah, he was having some ear problems at the beginning. Happens.
Not ear problems, but just like saying,
dialing
hey.
them in.
Yeah,
Yeah, it happens.
yeah.
It happens.
The man's 78. Cut him some slack.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well,
I
he
think,
probably had a beta or something.
do you know if First Bank and Ascend are like owned by the same company?
No, because Ascend's a bank and First Bank is a bank.
Yeah, but like the venue company that owns both of them.
Oh, like
Because
Live
like I was
Nation or
noticing
something?
the same spotlight towers at both venues, same spotlights on those towers.
Well, I'm sure Spotlight manufacturers. There's not that.
Yeah,
many
but
of them.
also like the towers looked identical,
No, they
and
didn't.
the stage like concretes at both like they just looked the same,
It's because
like they
it's
were
an
built by the same
outdoor
company.
amphitheater.
No, I'm saying I think they might be owned by like I don't know. We'll do some research.
I
see.
don't think so.
I don't know. We'll find
If
out.
anyone knows,
It was a good
but
show.
I think he's wrong.
It was a good show. It was parking. I think we got the good deal because we got out of there early. But everyone has said that normally the parking
It
situation
can
sucks.
take a long time to get out of there,
We got fucking lucky.
but it's free parking.
That's the truth, and it's like right out front. It's if you walk,
Oh,
you
yeah.
park right, and then you walk right into the gate.
Like it's actually a nice little walk down there.
yeah,
Which I mean, I think it's a whole experience at that point. It's not just like I'm going to Nashville and I'm going to park in a parking garage and what. Like it's.
yeah. It's a
I
whole.
like
thing.
it. I really like the venue.
It's very old school, kind of. In a way.
I wish events were cheaper so I could get better seats. But actually,
Well, you got to think about it. Those outdoor venues, they can only be open in the summer and a little bit of spring and the fall. So it's
yeah,
like
so they got
they got to make their money when they can.
or just install like an overhang. Come on.
Yeah, but that's gonna be so cold.
Well, don't go if it's crazy cold.
I don't know. It's good. I mean, Red Rocks is open late into the year,
Like how late?
like November.
Really?
Yeah, last year Zach Bryan played and it snowed during the show. Yeah, it was awesome.
Wow.
It looked awesome.
Yeah. Oh man.
It was a good show. I give it out of 10 a 7.5 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah. But it's a good 7.5, not a negative 7.5. It's
Well,
just
yeah.
to me an 8. To me an 8, it's just too high. Like an 8, like who did we go see? Foreigner was an 8.
What did I say for
I
Foreigner?
think Foreigner was a better show than Fogerty.
Do you think it's because of the seats though?
No, I actually don't.
Or
I
the
think
sound?
the performance,
The actual performance
of the show. Because Fogerty
I
was
don't
good, but
know,
the thing
man.
with Fogerty was that,
It's different music.
and I don't
too.
mean this as any disrespect.
Sure.
It's that in between songs, it was very just whenever we go. It wasn't as like as scheduled as timed as much of a performance. It felt like
it was more of an
more
event
lax.
with Foreigner. Like they had
Yeah.
their hey at like 9:21 we're gonna start the next song.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if it was like that, but they were very much like, we're not going to mess around in between songs. It's going to be finish a song, let the audience applaud, maybe say a couple things, and then we're on to the next performance and the next song.
Yeah, they had their segues planned out.
Yeah.
John Fogerty is just like, I wrote
be
this
like,
song
"Hey,
for my wife.
You know, I like the color on the wall back here. You know, I was driving and I was here and I was loving it.
Okay,
And
he
he's just-
didn't sound like a bumbling
Joe Biden?
idiot. No. He's more competent than that.
That's
Come
funny.
on.
No, but it was very much like, because sometimes we have them here too, where it's like the songs are scheduled out, but they don't know what they're going to say in between
The
songs,
in-betweens,
and all of
yeah,
a sudden
yeah.
you're in between a song.
I think
and you're
that's a really
staring at an
important
audience.
part of the show, though, is like, because then you just lose.
I think that's what makes
any
a good
momentum
show.
or energy you had from the whole song building up. If there's just silence and down, 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 down tuning, bro, like you
Uncomfortable
all the
shows,
energy.
uncomfortable concerts make me they make me feel like chills. Like when that happens, even if the performance is good, right when the song's over, it's just, all right, hold on, I got a tune.
Ding, ding. Throw back to Charlie Puth.
It's like, no.
Charlie Puth when no one sang back the words.
Yeah, hey, everybody sing it for me.
Awkward.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was a good show. What do you
man.
give it out of 10?
I think I'm with you at 7.5.
7? What was the best part of the show to you? Also, shout out Henry and his family. We saw them.
Yeah, they were like what, 4 rows from the front?
Yeah, and they gave us free IPAs in the parking
Freaking
lot.
Oh yeah, that was nice. His mom, she's great. She's like, I'm not paying for that stuff in there.
I don't get the markup on drink. That's a whole nother conversation for
Well,
another
now
time.
everything. I remember I used to bring cash to every show, and now like this whole year it's been like card only. What's up with that?
I think it's the new wave.
What is up with that? Well, I want to use my cash because I'm gonna drop a ton of money between a drink, a food if I get it, and merch, which I always usually get to support
you
your
always get
artists.
merch,
You know,
yeah.
like that's like $100 between 2 people, easy. What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on,
It's
Bridgestone. Come on,
expensive.
First Bank.
Everything
Come
is
on,
expensive,
Ascend.
though. It's not just here, though. Like, even back home in Michigan, going to Ford Field to go see a show.
I'm
or
a little
something.
less peeved that it's expensive. I just want to use my cash because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Within the last year, everyone changed to card only. Like, what's up with that? If you know anyone or anything, if you know anything,
Future. Embrace the future.
No, I like cash.
AI.
What's that thing? Cash is king. Is that still a thing?
Hope so.
I think it is.
Hope so.
They're trying to make it not, but it is.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
I like bringing cash. I like having a thick wallet at the beginning of the night, and then having no thickness in the. I gotta say it. Brendan wrote what we're gonna talk about on that stupid napkin, and then you made it so casual by blowing your nose.
I forgot what was next, and I wanted to look at it, but I didn't want to be like, oh, let me pull up my
If you're just listening, you don't get the full effect. Look at the camera right now. He literally show it to the camera. You literally have stuff written on the thing. You're unbelievable.
Anyway. Now I remember. I'm going to put it behind me. I'm not looking at it again.
Sure.
I just scrunched it up, so it's definitely not going to look good.
It already didn't look good. It's a napkin with the written words
I'm
on it.
organized and prepared.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, sorry. So,
What's the fish from SpongeBob? This guy stinks.
do not. Anyway, so you know how I mentioned that it was been a kind of crazy couple of weeks here.
Yeah.
One of the events this week Our drummer boy over here got to play the theater for the second time.
I did.
And still isn't followed by the Franklin Theater on Instagram.
No, what's Noah's last name? Is it Noah Gray? Isn't
I don't
Noah
know.
Noah?
Honest, I don't know.
Noah, in our marketing department for Heritage Foundation and Franklin. I'm calling him out. I've played here twice, my good friend. And where's the follow? Where's the follow? Why is the podcast not being followed? That's another thing.
That is another good point.
We're in the green room for months now. What's up with
We
this?
consider that we would like to think that we shout this place out.
Yeah, I mean, every episode.
They also do good things for us, pay our bills, help us out, give us a
That's
job.
I think working here is separate from being involved at events or doing this. We're above and beyond employees, Brendan. Don't roll your eyes.
I wasn't rolling out. I was closing them completely. I was just eliminating myself from
It's
the
the
conversation.
same
I know, I'm
intention
just
you were
kidding. I
giving.
know.
What's wrong? Are we not above and beyond employees?
No, we are.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's just saying it makes it a little different than being it.
But we've been it.
Whatever. Are you going to say that you've been it for like 4 more months than I have?
No, more like 2 more years.
Yeah, with like 4 6-month holes in all of it.
Whatever. Anyway, Noah, when you get the
Sorry.
chance, just hit me up on Instagram.
Or you know what? Let's go baby steps. Follow the podcast first. Follow the podcast.
Let's do that.
Let the podcast earn your trust, and then follow us
I
individually
don't
from
know.
there.
There's so many questions I have with that.
Just
But I agree. I'll take that.
because
For now.
he could be the Franklin Theater could follow us, and all of a sudden one of us goes crazy and starts posting crazy stuff, and then it's a liability.
Why are
But
you
this
looking at
is a
me when you
podcast.
say that?
Who else am I going to look at? There's no one else in the room.
Fine, I look at you.
So it's like
Who's gonna post crazy stuff?
I don't know.
I don't post crazy.
I'm
post
just
crazy
saying, from a corporation's perspective, you got to think about it. Devil's advocate.
Stuff? Okay, next episode we're gonna go through who the Franklin Theater follows and see if they
Every
post
single person?
Yes, and say, okay,
Okay.
this person's nuts.
Okay.
They should unfollow them.
All right. Anyway, but you played here. How was it?
I did.
was it?
So last Christmas
You got ears, which was cool.
yes. Well, let me go back to the first time because they believe. So
I
they
remember
believe
that.
I did the first time.
I
Yeah,
remember
you were
that.
also working. It was last Christmas. It was my church's 150th anniversary, and they booked the theater, and we did a whole night, a whole show and stuff, and there was plaques given out. There was music and skits. Surprise! I didn't know about the skits until I got here. Actually, till the show was going, I didn't know about the skits.
All of a sudden, they're like, "You're still backstage,"
And I
You're
was
playing on
so
stage.
sick that night. I was like, that was the last
I
day I did
remember that.
anything because the next day I was like, nope.
Yeah.
And I had
Weren't we supposed to do something the next day?
I had stuff to do. And I was
Yeah.
like, guys, I'm toast. I could feel it that whole day coming on. Anyway, that was my first time playing here, and it was a ton of fun. But it was a little different. It wasn't. It was like a very pre-planned. I don't know. It was a church thing.
Yeah.
Essentially, but not it wasn't like a mass or a service or anything.
Or a worship thing. Yeah.
No, it was just it was an event, but it was fun. And then last Wednesday, oh my gosh, that was last week. What day
Yeah.
is it? It's Monday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Almost a
man.
week ago.
That was Wednesday.
5 days ago.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, there's this local theater company in Franklin called Source 15, owned by very good friends of mine, and they finished up their season, and they wanted to do a fundraiser night, and so they did a medley of all the stuff that they've kind of done in the past season, plus some, I think, and I was in the production of Godspell. I played drums for that. Tons of fun. I did vlog it. I never posted it. Don't hurt me. I still have the footage. I think I was moving a lot of stuff over. It might have gotten deleted. Anyway, besides the point. And it was a ton of fun. We learned it was me, Braxton, and Mackay, just a 3-piece. And we kind of learned the music the day of. They had
I saw it
a
happening.
10-hour rental because I only played for Godspell, but they did Guys and Dolls, they did Peter and the Starcatcher, they did Christmas schooner, which wasn't too much,
No.
but still, it's something you got to learn in a couple.
That one
hours.
song from Godspell.
What?
Pickety Thirds.
Oh, the
all
Pickety
over.
Thirds. Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't know, this podcast was almost called the Pickety Third Podcast.
They probably don't know that.
Well, they don't know. It was almost called that.
The Pickety Third.
Yeah.
If anyone here knows what a Pickety Third, do not say what a Pickety Third is. If anyone here knows what it is, explain it in the comments.
Well, I'm not going to explain it, but I'll put an asterisk on it and say that what we're technically talking about isn't in the book what a Pickety Third is. By the definition of a Pickety
in the
Third,
song?
what we're talking about isn't technically a Pickety Third.
In the song or
In just whenever I say Pickety Third, it's
you've been lying to me for all these.
there's no
months,
term
years?
for it. There's no term for it. That's the closest term. Flat 6, flat 7, major 1. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
just said not to say it.
When you're in a minor 1 and you set it up properly, the major 1 out of nowhere literally smacks so hard.
What's the song? The first one you showed me?
Kissed by a Rose by Seal. Strangers to me.
No, not that one.
Yeah. What?
Not that one. The
one from Godspell?
no. What's the?
Can you take it all away? Can you take it all? Yeah. Can you shove it? Yeah. Yeah, it's so good. It's such a good thing, dude. When we have our friend on,
Can't believe you.
maybe we have something fun set up for that. I got to talk to you later. It just popped into my head.
Oh, you
I have
want to
an
do
idea.
that? Oh my gosh. Will that
Stereo
be-
DI
Anyway,
downstairs.
let's not go nuts. Wow. Yeah. Well, actually, speaking
Sorry,
speaking of another guest, we're actually coming close to the end of the season. Just FYI,
Yeah, shout out if you didn't know.
we're probably gonna get to 20 episodes or so, and then we'll do a few maybe later.
Maybe a couple special episodes in
Maybe.
between.
You gotta watch.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna hit it hard with season 2.
Yeah, in 2024.
Yes, in the new year. We're gonna take the holidays
Mhm.
off. Yada yada yada.
Yeah, it's gonna get busy here at the theater, and it's just our lives get busy, and
Yes. Well, they already are.
Yeah.
But if you guys we're going to put it out there now. We're probably going to save it for the rest of the episodes. But if you want to see something, see someone, see us do something, see us react
Yeah.
to something, put it down below. And we
Yeah.
will definitely hit that next season.
if you want to sponsor us for season 2,
please.
I would love to do some ad reads. I've been dying to do one of my favorite things that all my favorite podcasts do is make ad reads funny, and I've been dying. I've always wanted to do it. Give
Specifically,
me the opportunity.
if you're in the food and beverage industry,
I have them in my backpack right now.
if you want to hit us up and cater the episodes, that would be
Yes.
fun.
Look, we have a guitar amp here, but if we put some like little things, like little like cup holder thing about, I forget what they're called. Koozies? What are they called? The things that you put on a table that you put a cup on. There's a name for them.
Coaster.
Coaster. Put some coasters on here. We could put some things on here as long as the tops are closed.
Exactly. Yeah. You hit us up.
Sponsor us.
Hit the Instagram
Or
page.
this could turn into something else. Maybe not a guitar amp, like a table or a display of some sponsor things.
No, I like the guitar amp.
Never mind. Maybe that table could have some
No,
stuff
it's
on
not
it.
even in the camera, this table.
Never mind. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Put something on your lap.
Liquid death across my knees.
No,
Tattoo.
get a tattoo. Liquid death down the legs.
Yeah, and then they'll say like quench your thirst.
Oh, I shouldn't be drinking smart water right now, should I?
Oh,
It's just what I got yesterday on the road, okay?
okay. So I worked tech for the event that Possible played. Sorry, that was such a tangent.
No, it's fine.
I was tech
I
for that
played
event.
the monitor console.
And man, I'll tell you what, it was an easy event for me because all I had to do was control the
You
AV
did
on the
video,
screen,
right? Yeah.
and it's just pressing the next thing. It's literally just hit spacebar and it goes to the next thing. Very simple, but great show. How was your experience with the ears and the
Great.
sound and stuff?
Sean was doing monitor engineers. Been linking on his last name. I don't even think I know his last name. You know his last
Sorry,
name?
Sean.
Sean.
I don't either. I'm
He's
sorry.
always in
Sean.
our hearts. But it was great. He dialed it in, and it was tough because it's a theater thing. And you saw it. So they
A
had
musical
all
theater
these
thing.
they had all these mics in front. So they had 6 wireless mics,
6 RF mics.
and then they during the rehearsal beforehand, they're like, okay, this isn't working because they had more than 6 people on stage, and it was just like whatever those picked up was what's gonna.
Yeah, because they were like this, so it's like if you're not in front of it, you don't hear it. You know what I
They
mean?
were like way back here.
Yeah.
If not further,
Yeah, it's like you're not gonna hear that.
you need to add verb to that.
Anyway,
and so they added what was it 414s, a couple of them up front,
stereo 414.
just to pick up whatever they could. And did it work?
Better than it was without it, but it wasn't like
Well,
it wasn't like everybody had a mic on.
no.
But it was like more like choir mics, so that you can actually hear.
And I had a shield. I had a drum shield and
tape on your cymbals.
Yes.
Did you ever take the tape off?
No, actually, I think they're still on.
Don't let the gaff tape get gunked.
I know. Well, yeah. You were gonna. This man comes up. You put to put it on top of my cymbals. What's wrong with you? Have you ever seen someone put tape on the top of their cymbals?
I knew I was gonna annoy you. Put them on top and start doing it a bunch.
No, you literally were like this far away from doing it, and I was like
putting it on top.
No, but
and then you were like on the bottom.
Dude, what are you doing? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But no, it was a ton of fun, and I would do that again. They're really good friends of mine, so anytime I can play for them, they're great. You guys should check them out. They do a lot for
and
the
Mackay,
community.
and I forget his name, the bass player.
Braxton
also killed it. So.
Oh yeah, it was a ton of fun.
I will tell you, that's one of the things I want to do really bad is I want to play here. I really want to play here.
Yeah, like me twice. No,
I wasn't making it like that, but you had to
I
do
am.
that.
I am.
Yeah, I really want to play here. I think it'd be fun.
It's cool. It's really
I
cool.
want to play guitar here, though. I know I play bass or whatever, but this is the venue where I would want to play guitar, electric guitar. This is the type of venue I'd want to take a guitar solo at. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like a Purple Rain type song,
play
like a big old
Chattahoochee.
ballad. Yeah. But yeah, it was a great show, and I thought the sound was good. It was a good time.
Cool. Awesome. But yeah, check out Source 15 if you can. I feel like the first few episodes we said we'll tag so many people below and all this stuff, and then we never did.
We haven't tagged a single person.
We haven't tagged a single person, and for
Sorry.
everyone we've met, it's probably like 100 people we've mentioned. So sorry. We're just lazy. So, but Braxton's great. He's kind of your to me as a bass player. He goes the extra mile. You know what was the thing he brought? A
Moog.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's different. That's like for the part. The next day for that church service thing we had, the bass player also had.
Had one of those.
Yeah.
That's not your stereotypical bass player, though. You know, is it? I feel like it's not.
If the part calls for it, if it's a synth bass and you're trying and
Yeah.
you don't want to replicate it on your guitar and you have a synth bass, you might as well play the synth bass.
Yeah, but like
You're
you
a
know,
bass player after all.
talking about like stereotypes and like a bass player. What are your
I guess.
what's like? Oh, you play bass. Like what are the stereotypes you run across when you're playing bass?
Well, there's the bass players that are actually just guitar players that play bass, which I was for a little bit, but now I think I'm a bass player.
Yeah.
Which those are fine, but normally they don't know what tone they want.
A bass player?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the main thing up front with bass players. Is
Or if they think they know what tone and it's just this outrageously bad
because they're
tone.
coming from guitar
And they go,
and they think that you got to think about when you play bass where you fill in the band on the frequency spectrum and in the actual playing itself.
Agreed.
And a lot of the time, the guitar is so mid-range and so low mids that you got to fill that scooped portion of the lows and the highs, but not in a hissy and subby way.
Agreed.
And that takes time to find, I think. You know what I mean? But so there's that for bass players. There's the bass players that think that they're Victor Wooten, which is my favorite to watch because they got like a whole pedal board that's like this big and they got like 3 like expression volume wah pedals and all this stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. When I see a bass player with a huge pedal board, I'm like, what are you doing?
A lot of times those bass players
Log
also
in with a DI and be done.
have like long hair and they're wearing like a jumpsuit, like they're front men. You know what I mean? Which is fine.
I don't know.
I like that act when it's just them, but in a band, it fights a lot. I think the best, other than Victor Wooten, the one that I know that does that the best in like Dave Matthews Band, that bass player, he's got some pedals and he does some fun stuff, but he doesn't get in the way.
No.
I think that's the one
because it's a busy band in general, like playing wise. I
guess I'll sum that stereotype into bass players that get in the way, because as a bass player you got to choose your moments a lot more than any other instrument, because you're the low end. You got to solidify that low end, so when there's a change, it's like game changing. You know.
See, I
kind of like in football, they talk about you gotta run so you can set up the play. Like you gotta set up all.
I don't watch football.
Never mind. What were you gonna say?
I think drummers are in a similar boat where if it's like a funk thing or something where they just need 2 and 4 on the snare drum, and they stray from that in any way, it's like, oh, the groove got disrupted. You know, it's the same thing where if a bass player gets out of it, it's like it ruins the whole thing. Because I think I was watching or listening to some podcast or some interview, and it was like, if people aren't dancing, it's your fault as the drummer. It's your fault because you're not making it feel good. And then I think second to that, it's the bass player, because the rhythm section, you know.
I think that's all secondary to the song itself. If the song's not good, no matter what.
Oh, the actual song.
Yes, the actual song. Well, but I know what you're saying in that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
because people dance
at
acoustic shows when it's just 2 guitars and vocals. So it's about the song
it's a lot
first
less
off.
likely though, I think.
Yeah, but have you ever seen Grateful Dead acoustic, bro? Those people are still twirling and dancing the way they do when the band's there.
That's the Grateful Dead.
I mean, yeah, but Dave Matthews Band's
you're
fans
not,
are
you're not
like
at a songwriter's night.
Dude, jam bands are kind of a whole stereotype. Can I get into
I
that?
love jam
okay,
bands.
hold on. This slander on jam bands, I get it. Some people don't want to see a jam in G major for a damn 35 minutes. I don't know. Jam band.
Well, Henry Cruz.
Yeah.
So he's a friend of mine. We'll have to have him on next season. But he's like in that Southern rock. He's in jam band, I think, because he has his songs.
Skinner thing.
Yeah, he loves Skinner. He was at the John Fogerty show, and he'll I got to play for him. I filled in for him a few weeks ago, and it was like, hey, how we're gonna end the song? He's like, well, we'll just play.
We'll just jam.
And it's like I love that. I think it's great, and I think some of the best parts of the night were when that happened. But it's a whole vibe, and I feel like some people don't get it because it's
the people that don't appreciate the musicians.
Well, I think then it becomes it's a thing. I equate that with parts of jazz too, because it's so freeform. It's like there's no form when it's just people soloing, right? You have the chord changes, and then that's it.
Yeah,
and then you can go wherever. Yeah. So I think I don't know. Jam bands are. And I think everyone can take liberties.
It has to be done right.
Yeah.
The bands that are famous from it are because they've done it right,
Or they have just such a unique sound.
Grateful Dead, Fish, Dave Matthews.
Yeah, I love that you said Fish.
They're
I
iconic.
love Fish. Fish is awesome.
My new favorite is Goose.
A band called Goose.
I've definitely shown you their song Hunger
That's
Strike.
right up there with America.
Because it's got Picardy thirds in it, and I've shown it to you for sure. But they're really good. I really want to see them. And they're like 28.
You showed me Goose?
Yes. They have one song called Hunger Strike.
I don't remember this.
If I played it for you, you would be like, oh yeah, I remember this. You would for sure. As soon as we're done filming, I'm going to play it off my phone and you're going to go, oh yeah. Anyway, shout out jam bands. If you don't listen to them, listen to them. So here's the thing with these, because we're talking these stereotypes right here. Guitar players have the most stereotypes, but it's because the internet has made all these stereotypes. So let's get into the real stereotypes of guitar players, okay?
Okay.
Not this internet, the guitar player that has too many effects, the guitar player that likes delay, the guitar player that thinks he's edge. No. Let's hold the phone. There's guitar players that are good, and there's guitar players that think they're good, and that's the only difference.
Wow.
All the other stuff is glitz and glam. And I'm saying that as a guitar player that thinks he's good. I'm decent.
So you're not good.
I'm not amazing. I'm not the greatest guitar player in the world.
You can play Chattahoochee.
I can. And I can play Sweet Child of Mine. I can do the solo of that. But I can't do
and that's what makes you a good
all
guitar
this
player.
sweet picking crazy and these crazy chord shapes and stuff.
Yeah.
I think the best guitarist can not even be seen and then all of a sudden be the knight in shining armor on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like in jazz stuff, the guitar player, jazz without guitar is
everyone, though.
silent.
That's for everyone.
I
Every
mean,
instrument.
yeah, but
in a sense, that's every instrument. Like you need to know when to tuck back and know when you're the spotlight, whether it's the vocals, the guitar, the bass, the drum, whatever. And then you got to be able to know, pick your moments, and then tuck back quickly. I think drummers are the same. Have you seen those videos where drummers like
this drummer did not belong at this gig.
Yeah. Or like different.
It's like a metal drummer for like a
or
kid's
it's a
band.
song, and I forget like the format of it, but they're playing a song, and they do like 4 different types of drummers playing the song, and it's like the one that loves cymbals, the one that there's a worship drummer and plays it like that, the one's the pop punk drummer and they play it like that. And I think that's hilarious, but it's accurate. I think it's so accurate.
The pop punk stereotypes in all aspects of music are hilarious.
Oh yeah,
the drummers, the bass players, the singers, the guitar players, the vocalists, and the drummers are 2 of the best stereotypes.
Tonight
will be the night. Yeah, but then there's also like the pop punk drummers, the super fast rides.
Yeah, I can do that.
Like it's craziness, bro. What stereotype do you wish didn't exist for drummers?
Didn't exist?
Yeah. Like, what's a stereotype for drummers you don't like, that you hate? That like
this might be a hot take.
Here
but
we go.
I don't like the choppy drummers, which is like.
What do you mean by that?
Like the guy just throws notes in your face, all that. And it might be a little bit because I can't do that, and nor do I really want to do that, because I'm never gonna get called for a session and be like, "Hey, for 4 bars." Go nuts. No one says that.
Yeah.
No one. It just doesn't happen. So I don't know. I think it does a disservice to drummers that have that are on the road, especially session players, because it changes your view and perception, I think, of what a good drummer is. And not to say that stuff isn't cool, and not to say that stuff isn't talent, because it is, but it's just a different. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, not that maybe that doesn't exist, but I wish it wasn't such a social media hot topic.
That in certain genres makes more sense than in others. Like, I'll speak for metal. Because I was thinking about this earlier when we were talking about like picking our moments. In metal, I noticed that especially the bass and the bass guitar and then the drums, because I mix a lot of like it's a lot of lobbing each other up.
Mm-hmm.
For like slam, you know what I mean? Like let's set the drummer up for a big fill, and then the drummer's gonna set up the bass player for a fill, and so it's like, so you're doing it in a way that isn't intrusive, but you're also doing it in a way so that it's like
when it's musical, it's different, and I think in context it's nice. But when I just see the guys throwing notes, literally throwing notes in my face, I'm like, okay, that's wonderful and all, but can you play like a song?
Dude, the drummers that are amazing like that, like some of those gospel drummers,
gospel
their
drummers,
chops
man.
are, oh my gosh.
I think that might be the sometimes they're a little too choppy, but sometimes it's like, because they know where to fit it.
Dude, my favorite thing about gospel
nice.
music when I listen to it or like watch live drummer videos is when they're doing, all the big praise and all the big, and then the big fills and the big snare hits, and then they go from that into pocket. And they get into like a really tight pocket. Oh my gosh, bros. It's almost, can I tell you something?
Uh-oh. He's sitting up for this one.
It's a little metal.
It is.
That's just metal. That's just metal drums, is it not? I mean, I'm sorry.
No,
Put it in the comments.
I'm with you. If you're a metal
Gospel
drummer.
drums has some same rhythms as like metal drums. Also, like how like rock has some of the same things as like disco drums. Like Dave Grohl talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
let's
it's
not
like
get copyright here. Come on.
Yeah, sorry. It's got to be 15 seconds. You get up to 15 seconds, and after
I thought
that,
it was 10.
I know. So we're good. That's what I'm saying. After 15,
no, I
they
thought
take
it
you
was 10.
I thought it was 15. 12 and a half, maybe. Split
Let me
the
look at my
difference.
music business book I got from Dark Horse.
Maybe they changed it. I
No.
don't know. Singer stereotypes. Because singers,
the one that riffs all the time. Oh my gosh. I don't like that. To me equates to chop. What are you smiling about?
I just think I'm agreeing and like.
Oh,
laughing
okay.
with you.
I thought you were gonna be like.
No. I'm agreeing with you.
I think that is the same thing as like drummers chopping it out too much. It's singles going like what? I'm like,
you gotta choose your moments. Like we were talking about, choose your moments when you use them.
Like it's again, it's a crazy cool skill, but like If I hear one more run,
I also think it really like, are you a singer in a band or are you an artist singing?
that also pertains. If it's you, I guess do whatever you want. If people pay money to see you do runs all night, go for it.
But if this is Queens of the Stone Age, if his singer
literally
was doing
any band.
runs all over the place,
Yeah.
it'd be like,
wow, this guy's really
great. I didn't know
Wow.
Mariah Carey
Yeah.
was in this. I didn't know Mariah Carey was in the building. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. There's always your prima donna singers.
Yeah, but it's almost like that's such a given that it.
And not all singers are prima donnas.
No, I know, but that's like a very common stereotype.
I think it's getting better. Maybe.
I think singers are getting better, but all singers are now turning into producers and produce and do all that themselves, and it's
they're artists.
morphing into that.
They're the artists, and they know, or they think they know how they want their stuff to sound.
Yeah, so they're getting more stubborn. The prima donna-ness is
That's
going away,
fair.
I guess, a little bit, but the stubbornness is going up because now you can just learn GarageBand and do it all yourself. So it's like,
that
if
goes
someone
for
isn't going
anyone.
to do it my way.
That goes for anyone.
Yeah,
That
I know.
goes
That's
for
what
a
I'm saying.
band.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if this producer isn't going to do it my way, I'm going to do it myself my way. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I don't know.
I think it's whoever's footing the bill. If they're happy, then you're happy. And
Amen.
you stay happy.
Amen to that, brother.
In a purely session work
Yeah.
mentality. I don't know. Okay, what about saxophone players?
My brother's a saxophone player.
If they get asked to play Careless Whisper one more time.
Yeah, but there's the ones that are like, okay, and they play it, and then all of them play it like a half step from each other, and they double down. And then there's the ones that are like, ew, no, I'm a real musician.
But they're not.
I play Bach.
Bach.
Yeah, I play Bach.
Saxophonists play Bach.
Exactly. That's the whole thing.
Did saxophones exist when Bach was
No,
alive?
but that's the whole point is the saxophone playing. I can play Bach
Why are you saying it like
because
that?
that's how it is.
No, it's Bach.
No, it's not. It's Bach.
You're so aggressive.
I'm being
with it.
serious.
No, you're not.
I'm being serious.
Bach.
Yes, that's
Sounds like what's the
that's how it's technically pronounced, but we as white people in America say Bach.
what's the video? It's the dog flying into things like bah,
Bah. Yeah,
bah.
I don't know. Saxophone players, there's the ones that play like
Who could it be now?
No, but I'm saying like there's the ones that play very like classical, or there's the ones that play very like honky tonk,
Sorry, all these lyrics are now coming to my head.
or there's the ones that play like very like Billy Joel, Bob Seger type like rock saxophone. You know what I mean?
Very like.
You know what I mean? And then there's a saxophone where it's like do 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 do, and it's like I don't
The soprano or alto
or
saxophone?
just any saxophone. Like, dude, Kenny G,
Kenny G.
come on the show, Kenny G.
Please.
We got a seat right here.
Bring
for
your
you.
friends, Kenny Loggins. And
Bring all the Kennys. What other Kennys are there? Kenny Loggins, Kenny
Rogers. I think he passed away.
R.I.P.
Chesney?
Kenny Chesney. Yeah, we have a friend that works for Kenny Chesney. So
We do?
Yeah, 2 degree Tommy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get freaking Kenny Chesney.
Kenny, come on the show. I saw
Come
you when I
on,
was like
Kenny.
12.
I saw Kenny Loggins this year. So we have
No,
an
I was saying
in.
Kenny Chesney. Oh, you saw Kenny Loggins at First Bank, right?
Yeah, that was my first show at First Bank.
Yeah.
And I had seats right behind.
I'll
front
be
of house,
honest.
so
Unless it's a really good artist, I don't know if I am dying to go back to First Bank. I'd rather go to Ascend 3 more times.
Really?
Yeah.
First Bank's great. You're paying a lot less money because of the parking alone.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go as far because it's
I
not.
don't mind that.
Because we're in Franklin. We're not in Nashville.
I know, but it's only 25 minutes.
It's not 25 minutes.
To Nashville?
Oh, I thought you meant to First Bank.
No, to Nashville. I don't know. The sound discrepancies all over the place kind of threw me off.
Okay, then we'll go again and we'll buy better seats.
And the security there is weird.
What do you mean? It's the same as every other place.
Yeah, whatever.
What are you saying? It's weird.
I also, if we go back to Ascend, we should buy chairs. We should budget
that
in
was
for chairs.
Yeah.
What is it? $20 a
I
chair?
don't know, actually. I think if it's more than 20, I'm not buying it. I hope it's not
I
more
don't
than
get
20.
why you can't bring your own chair. Like, can I bring a plastic
used to.
non-fold up chair? Just like a
I remember
plastic chair.
I remember going to see. It was my first time seeing Journey, ever, in like 2016, and I remember going with my dad. I'm 99% sure I brought a chair, like a lawn chair.
Yeah, I feel like you should
I'm
be able
like,
to bring your
why?
own chair.
Well, I think what's the not Ticketmaster, Live Nation. They bought it and they changed.
Exactly. I think Live
rules.
Nation owns Ascend and First Bank.
I don't think they own First Bank. I know they own Ascend. I don't think they own First Bank.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
I don't know. That's what I was talking about earlier. I was
About who owns?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's banks.
yeah, no, like the venue company.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well,
It's been kind of a whirlwind of an episode.
I know. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed.
I hope it was sufficient.
You can follow us on sufficient on Instagram, TikTok. We should get a Facebook.
No.
What's wrong with Facebook?
We'll get a Facebook when we need a Facebook.
We need a Facebook now. Not that we really use our other two, but
find us on Facebook anytime. Hopefully never.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm Osman Stefano. You can find me anywhere: Instagram, YouTube, all the stuff. Brendan.
You want to know what? I am on Instagram at bden_Aiden. BDEN_Aiden. I don't know. Find me there. Find me there or be square.
Steve Perry, we love you as always.
/ Dave Matthews.
Chad.
Shout out Chad. Yeah.
Newfound Glory's on the road right now.
Yep. Go see Newfound Glory. The Wet Hot All American Summer Tour. I remember it now.
What a great name.
Yeah.
Come check out the Franklin Theater. Buy some tickets. Christmas time's coming up.
They just announced a lot of the Christmas movies and Christmas shows.
Yeah, come on.
Buy your tickets before they sell out, because they will.
They will definitely sell out. Well, thank you guys, and have a good one.
Peace.
Ciao.